We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Washington football team. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. 7 yards, the pick up there. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. That's your play by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. Touchdown!
Nice YouTube glitch, Bacon. Very nice YouTube glitch. That's a YouTube glitch. Very well known. And you using it.
Well, CD, with receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands. It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with a run after the catch.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They run here with Singletary. If you give him 4 on the carry there, it's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Singletary again. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts from the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield now. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Gibson.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
One more time with Gibson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Extra point splits the uprights.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Here's a give to Gibson.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Mayfield. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Mayfield to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Von Miller with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Play action. Now it's Allen.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Throwing is Allen on third. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
A handoff for Gibson.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they felt like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Mayfield off the play fake. Rolling to his right.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off. It made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Play action now. Here's Mayfield.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. After the penalty, it's Elliott.
102 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs.
Touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bills have retaken the lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Out there They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Mayfield on play action. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Thomas brings it in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To throw, Mayfield. Flushed out right.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half.
And Washington has once again taken the lead.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
A final shot before half for Allen.
Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got it.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun, it's Allen.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Very good as a rookie. Terry McLaurin was even better in 2020. 87 catches for over 1,100 yards. He is definitely wide receiver 1 for the Washington football team.
Mayfield on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Brandon, these quarterbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
10th carry now for Elliott. Fighting him off. He finds some open field here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
132 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Allen now looks to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Play fake. Mayfield.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Washington.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from the defender.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington going to add on to their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be a 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
We all saw the talent, the big plays in Minnesota, but Stephon Diggs really elevated his game in Buffalo last year. Led the NFL in catches with 127. There's another one right there.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And Davis was drafted in 2020 to add depth to the wide receiver room, but he started to get more looks late in his rookie season. I think he's a breakout candidate here in 2021. Nice catch there.
Allen's throw is complete. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Allen finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Here's Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one, 39 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A carry for Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line.
First down, Washington.
Here's Gibson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Washington on third down.
They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open, but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mayfield slings this deep from McLaurin. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mayfield looks to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in there by Crowder. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Allen. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One final try here for Allen. Man open, here is Crowder. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Here's pass now for the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45.
Now Mayfield.
Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here's Baker.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
Mayfield.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Bills, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to turn it around next week as